Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This your big brother, DR.UMAR Ifatunde Oguntade. We live and direct at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy. Putting the finishing touches on everything. We got to get this work in, brothers and sisters. Hit your Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. We getting the work done, brothers and sisters, because we ain't got time for no games. You want to work at the school, FDMG, resumes@gmail.com. Good morning to all my beautiful African sisters on day one of the revolutionary Pan-African fast. FDMG is coming, family. That FDMG marching band. Oh yes, FDMG marching band. FDMG marching band gonna be off the hook. FDMG marching band gonna be off the hook. Peace and Pan-Africanism. We gotta get the work done, brothers and sisters. We could talk all we want. Where them institutions at? We not giving out turkeys and sneakers. We building schools. And besides that, if you got a neck full of jewelry, if you got $1 million worth of jewelry around your neck, if you got $1 million worth of jewelry you can put around your neck, and you ain't building no schools, no hospitals, no banks, no supermarkets, no manufacturing, no distribution, I don't want to hear no excuses. We building institutions around here. So I don't want to hear no excuse. I don't want to hear no excuse. You got $1 million worth of jewelry and you ain't built no institutions. You got $1 million worth of jewelry, but you ain't built no institutions. I got a problem with that. You got $1 million worth of jewelry, but you ain't built no institutions. $1 million worth of jewelry, you ain't built no institutions. $1 million worth of jewelry, you ain't built no institutions. $1 million worth of jewelry ain't built no institutions. We got a problem with that, Africans. $1 million worth of jewelry, you ain't built no institutions. No, sir. This is the teacher's lounge. This is the teacher's lounge right here. How y'all want to decorate the teacher's lounge? What color we gonna do the teacher's lounge? What color we gonna do the teacher's lounge? This is the teacher's lounge. This is the queen's bathroom. This is the king's restroom. We might put some lockers right here. We're gonna put a flat screen TV for the teachers. We need a refrigerator, a microwave, a teapot. We need a coffee maker, refrigerator. We're gonna need some cabinets. We might keep these or we might get some new ones. What color we gonna do the floor? What color rug? What color walls? Remember, this is a boys' school, so we can't be effeminate with this thing, okay? But we do want it to be welcoming for our female teachers. We're not painting it black, my brother. We're not painting it black. Okay, we might could give one of the walls black. Okay, but I need y'all to tell me how y'all want to decorate. Ladies, when you walk in the door, ladies, I'm showing you how this go. When you walk in the door, ladies, so this is the teacher's lounge, right? Fellas, too. I want my fellas' input. You walk into the teacher's lounge. You got a wall right here. We could put a counter right here. How y'all want to do this? Put some pictures of some ancestors up over here. Okay. Cabinet. Where y'all want the couch at? We need a nice couch. Or do we just do a table? Do we just do a meeting table or a couch for the teacher's lounge? Do y'all want a table or do y'all want a couch in the teacher's lounge? I need some advice, brothers and sisters. And where can I buy the furniture from? What's a good place to find some nice furniture? We want something nice. We ain't got to go cheap. I need my teachers to be comfortable. 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 Also, ladies, what do we need in the ladies' bathroom? When we have the grand opening, what do we buy for y'all to put y'all sanitary napkins? Because you cannot flush that down my toilet. So what do we do? Is that just a regular trash can? Do y'all need some lotion? What else do you need in the ladies' bathroom? I need to know what you need in the ladies' bathroom. You can text me 215-989-9858. Should we do wood laminate floors throughout the whole school? This is going to be my office right here. Let me show y'all my office. This is going to be the principal's office. Okay, this is going to be my office. What kind of rug do I need? What color we going to paint? DR.UMAR's office. We're going to go with some blue. We're going to go with some red, some green, some earth brown, some gold. Okay. What kind of curtains do I want on my windows, or do I want curtains at all? Do I want curtains on the principal's office or no? What kind of rug I'm going to get right here? I'm going to get my ancestors on the wall right here. I'm going to get my ancestors on the wall right here. No rug. If I don't do the rug, what I'm going to do? Wood laminate floor? Floor in the toilet need to be tile. Now, that's my office. And this is going to be the conference room. This is going to be the conference room when we got to have our strategy session. I'm going to get a big wood round table with red carpet in here. Big wood round table with red carpet. I'm going to get me a gigantic African statue. Gigantic African statue. Gigantic African statue. Okay. And then with the big rooms over here, I could take a big room, but I'm not going to do that because it's not about me. It's about the students. I could take a big room and turn it into my office, but I'm not going to do that because it's not about me. It's about the students. It ain't about me. So we're going to get it popping. We're going to get it popping. Fort Worth, Texas, December the 27th. Text me for the flyer. Fort Worth, Texas, December the 27th. Text me for the flyer. Fort Worth, Texas, December the 27th. Text me for the flyer. Detroit, Michigan, December 30. Detroit, Michigan, December 30. Detroit, Michigan, December 30. Pull-up season. Brendan Depper protest, Bunnell, Florida, January the 31st. I need y'all to show up and show out. Brendan Depper sentencing protests. Brendan Depper sentencing protests, Wednesday, December the 31st, Bunnell, Florida. Show some love. Show some love. Get off of social media and come stand in solidarity for our young brother. Get off social media and let's stand in solidarity with our young brother. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Tap in if you have a question. Tap in if you have a question. Tap in. Who want to go live with the Prince? We at FDMG. We getting ready for the grand opening. 2024 is the year FDMG. 2024 is the year FDMG. First day of the Pan-African fast. I'm giving all the food to God today. I'm giving the Philly cheesesteaks to the Lord today, the turkey wings to the Lord. I'm going to try not to do no meat when I break fast at 5:15 tonight. I'm going to try not to do no meat when I break fast at 5:15 tonight. Who fasting with me for African redemption? Who fasting with me for the redemption of African consciousness? Who fasting with me to bring the Most High God consciousness into the life of African people? Tap in. Who want to tap in with the Prince? 2024 is the year FDMG. I'm building institutions. Nobody else building institutions. Where they at? Relevant institutions. Let me underscore that. Relevant institutions. Joe Budden invited me, but he didn't pay the fee. DJ Academics invited me, but he didn't pay the fee. DJ Academics invited me, but he didn't pay the fee. Shout out to both brothers. When they pay the fee, I'll be on the platform. I got 6 degrees. I don't come free. Who want to go live with the Prince? I got 6 degrees. I don't come free. Who want to go live with the Prince? 3 masters, a doctorate, and 2 bachelors. I'm sorry, I don't come for free. Who want to tap in live with the Prince? Where my African queens at?
Good morning.
Superb. How you doing, queen? Good morning, love. Where you at in the world, my beautiful African queen?
Yeah.
What CT? Connecticut?
Stanford.
What city? Stanford, Connecticut. So you right. Stanford is right next to what
It's
city? What major city?
I guess Hartford and like around that area, but it's a little further.
Okay, okay. I spoke in Hartford in
Hmm.
Connecticut 2 years ago, or was it last year? I think it was 2 years ago. I was in Hartford.
Yeah,
I've been to
Bridgeport's like
Bridgeport
30
about
minutes
three
away from here.
times. Yeah, Bridgeport. Bridgeport gave me one of my largest audiences too. They packed out for the Prince. So tell me what's going on with black people in Connecticut. I need you to fill me in. It's the war report. How we doing up there? Is the police? Do we got what's our main issues in order? Is police
Nah,
brutality an
not
issue
really
or
over
not so
here.
much? Schools? Is it the prisons? Is it the snow bunny
I guess
crisis?
it's that
Talk to
right
me. How you
there.
see it, Queen? The snow bunny
Yeah.
crisis is real big in Connecticut. Okay, so the brothers ain't
I
wifing
mean,
up the
you see
queens
that
the way they
too, but it's
supposed to.
like over here is like we don't really have that. Like we all practically get along. The white race, the African race, we all get along.
Okay, I feel you. I feel you. Now y'all don't have gangs
Nah,
up
well,
there
not
in
in my
Connecticut, do
part. In
you?
Bridgeport, yeah, it get popping.
Okay, okay, okay. And what about the sisterhood up there? Are the sisters? Because I find as I travel around the sisterhood, the sisters kind of operate in cliques. Don't get me wrong, brothers can be cliquish, but brothers are more open to new brothers joining a circle. Sisters tend to be a little bit more guarded in introducing themselves or opening a social circle up to other sisters. So how would you rate the sisterhood
It's
amongst black
fine. It's
women in
like
Connecticut?
if you're kind and you nice and you interact with another woman, you're gonna most likely get met with humble. They're gonna be nice to you back. They pretty humble. Yeah, I
So
mean,
the sisterhood is pretty good.
Bridgeport, I don't know, but they pretty nice over there. I don't know. Maybe I don't socialize enough, but when I do, it's a
Okay.
nice social experience. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. I was just in Norwood, Massachusetts last week. I spoke in Norwood, one Thursday ago? Yeah, last Thursday I was in Norwood, Massachusetts. How far are you guys from
I'm
Boston?
assuming like almost 2 hours, probably maybe 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, I don't usually be in
Okay, not too
Boston. I know
far
one
though.
time I was supposed to come see you in Harlem. Yeah, no, I didn't end up getting to
Did you
come.
come?
I was in New York, but
Harlem. Harlem is special. My blow up took place in Harlem. That's why I blew up at. Why you didn't come to the FDMG
because
festival in
I was supposed to
2021 or
go with
2022?
somebody, and they decided they didn't want to go with me, and they wanted me to use their car, and their car is like a $200,000 car, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna get robbed. I can't be by myself in that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
We're
I'm
gonna be
coming.
looking for you at the next fest though. No, you fine. We're gonna be looking for you at the next fest. It's going to be in September. One of
Okay.
the Saturdays in September. One of the Saturdays, and that's probably going to be the
Okay,
grand
at the
opening for the
school.
community. Because when I look at it right now, we in the middle of December. We only got 2 inspections to go, but I think they're going to nitpick us. It looks like they're going to nitpick us. So, and plus we got to decorate later. Do the paint. We're gonna have a paint day. Probably, I'm gonna say early
Okay.
January. We're gonna have a paint day. December is not these. I'm looking at the color. What color you think we should do these hallways behind me? I'm sitting in a
I
hallway of the
think we should
school
do.
right
I
now.
think
It's a
we should do
boys' school.
African
What
colors.
would you
Oh, the
throw?
boys' school African colors. Throw
When you say
like
African, what you mean?
yellows and browns and golds and
Okay,
if
so
it's
you with the
it's
earth
for the
tone.
boys, some blues. Throw some blues in there.
Okay, okay, okay. Some blues
Yeah,
in
throw
there.
some
So we
blues
up in
in
here. So
there to go with the African colors. Make it work. Make it look real hot.
got you, got you. I'm gonna do that, Queen. Well, listen, thanks for tapping in. We look forward to seeing you,
I
and make sure
donated
you
five hundred
donate to the
dollars so
school. I don't
far.
care if it's.
I was on auto
Oh,
pay, and
thank
I
you,
got my
sweetheart.
receipts.
Glad to hear that. Oh, that's love. That's love. That's love. And we're gonna be giving all our donors a certificate too, a Black Star Line certificate for donating to the
Yeah, I was
school
on
at the
auto
grand opening.
pay.
So I appreciate that, Queen. I really. Oh man, thank you. One of the loyal donors.
Of
Oh man,
course.
thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. One of the brothers wanted to know if you were single. A couple of the brothers wanted to know if you were
No.
single. She said it's complicated,
It's
fellas. Y'all know what that is.
complicated.
Complicated. And she gonna right there.
Thank you.
All right, Queen. Thanks for tapping in.
Thank you. You too.
I'll be blessed. She's one of my loyal donors. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Who texting me right now? African Boy 1960. Where you at? We live and direct. How we doing, my brother? Where you at?
But I'm Congolese.
What city you at in Minnesota,
I mean,
brother?
Sauk Rapids.
Okay, because Grand Rapids is in Michigan.
Minnesota.
You in Michigan or Minnesota? Okay, and you said you are in Big Rapids, Minnesota.
Sauk Rapids.
Coon Rapids? Y'all got a
No.
Coon
I
Rapids
used to live
in Minnesota.
Now I live in Sauk Rapids. And yes, we do have a Coon Rapids.
So there's a rapid full of coons in Minnesota, but you are in South Rapids, Minnesota, right?
Sauk Rapids with an S. Sauk Rapids.
Right. South, like north, south, east, west, right?
With an S. Sauk Rapids.
Spell it.
SAUKRAPIDS. Sauk Rapids.
Okay, Sauk Rapids,
Yeah, Sauk Rapids,
Minnesota.
That's where I live. But there is a Coon Rapids. There is a Coon Rapids in Minnesota, though. I used to live there. Coon Rapids.
A Coon Rapids. Wow, did y'all hear that, brothers and sisters? Did everybody hear that? There's actually a Coon Rapids, Minnesota. We're going to send all the coons to Coon Rapids, Minnesota. Good brother, I will be speaking in Minneapolis on
you will? February
the 8th. Yeah. How far are you from Minneapolis?
An hour away, but I have a brother that lives there, actually. And, yeah, I think I'll be able to make it.
Yeah, you should come. I don't have the details yet, but I will soon. February the 8th. Are you American African or are you one of our immigrant African brothers? We came here in
2014. My whole family's Congolese. I'm 100% Congolese. I actually just took my DNA test, and I'm mixed with Cameroon. My tribe is
Cameroon. I came from Cameroon. Yes, sir. I got to go to the Congo. I'm trying to do a Cameroon Congolese tour for your brothers and sisters here in the diaspora.
Yeah, the reason I took my DNA test is because I know my history. I know the history of the Berlin Conference. So I took it.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I ended up being mixed with Cameroon. Yeah.
That's powerful, brother. That's powerful. Now, I'm glad to hear that, brother. I think I have Congolese roots too, because a lot of us came through the Bimbia slave fort in Cameroon. A lot of us came from Congo, Chad, Central African Republic. Of course, they wasn't called that at that time. And we came to Bimbia on the coast. So a lot of your American African brothers and sisters, they are Congolese as well and Cameroonian as well. A lot of them, they think they Indians. They don't know yet, because of self-hate. They think they Indians and Native Americans. But a lot of us came straight from right there in Central Africa and Central West Africa. Now, let me ask you a question. You ain't dealing with the snow bunnies, are you?
I heard African. I like African girls. African girls are the best.
I'm glad
but I don't have
you like the African queens. African queens.
Type of African girls are the best. I like all of them. North Africans, East Africans, West, Central, Southern.
What about your sisters in the diaspora? What's your opinion on dating a sister?
I'm actually a Pan-African too. I believe in Pan-Africanism 100%. And I view everybody, even the ones in the Americas, as Africans. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that, my brother. I'm glad to hear that. Let me ask you this question, and I want you to be honest with me. I know the answer, but I want to hear it from you. Some of your American African brothers and sisters, your Caribbean African, Central South American, Canadian African, even your British African, French African brothers and sisters, they say that sometimes the continental Africans in the West, the ones who come to Europe, come to America, Canada, Central South America, and the Caribbean, they can be somewhat chauvinistic, standoffish, bourgeoisie. They flock to the white people instead of their American African or diasporan African family. What's your opinion on that?
Is that organized in the head, really mentally enslaved in the head? And it goes back to the Berlin Conference. A lot of our history got got lost, got destroyed, and like these Europeans lied to us about our history. They said all that we had was darkness, and we were like monkeys, and like our brains were like as smart as monkeys and like other animals, and we had no civilization, and white people brought civilization to Africa. So yeah, a lot of Africans do think that way because we're just colonized in the head. We're like mentally enslaved in the head. Yeah, because it goes back to the history of colonization of Africa. But I'm woke though. I know my history.
I'm glad, brother. I'm glad.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to meeting you too. In fact, you have the same complexion if it wasn't for the white man raping my 5 times great-grandmother, 6 times great-grandmother, 7 times great-grandmother, and 8 times great-grandmother. So I should be your complexion. You understand? But because of the rape, the introduction of that European DNA through the sex abuse of African women on the plantation,
yeah, I know that
that's how my
too.
complexion
it's
got
very dark.
a little
lighter.
lighter.
A lot of women got raped during the slavery in the Americas. Yeah, it's very sad and like depressing, and like it just like gets to you.
Got you, man. Got you. Don't pay attention. You got some reactionary coons on the chat. Don't pay to my mind, my brother. We're gonna stay
reading the chat. I was actually paying total attention to you. I like you a lot.
Good, because
you're a true king.
I appreciate that, brother. Do you have my cell number?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
Okay, I want you to text me around this time next month. I should have the information for the Minneapolis event.
Will you answer? Aren't
sir.
You popular?
Nah, brother, I'm down to earth, brother. I'm the most grassroots scholar of all time. You can text me direct. But I want to make sure you get that information because I want you to invite all my continental African brothers and sisters out, you know, across the state of Minnesota when I'm in Minneapolis on February the 8th.
That's you think you would be able to answer?
January, anytime mid-January, around this time.
Okay. And you said it's February 7th?
Yes, sir.
February 8th.
February
what
8th.
Time?
Minneapolis. Yes, sir. Okay, my brother, I'm going to tap in with a few more, but thanks for tapping in, and I look forward to meeting you.
I've always wondered.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
When the scramble for Africa happened, Europeans destroyed a lot of like great kingdoms and empires, a lot of great African civilizations. How were they able to like destroy like all these African civilizations to the point like where like it looks like it barely was there, like nothing was there? Was it cannon? Was it bombs, canyons, or what? What was it?
It was all of the above. It was all of the, you know, but the more important question is how did they do it? You know, they did it by using technology and using our African humanitarianism against us. We are the most humane people in the world, and it's always being used against us. And even though we've been dealing with these Neanderthals for hundreds of years, we still have not matured politically and intellectually enough to know when to cut off outsiders before you give them the advantage and the ability to take over your territory. We are still weak in the knees for Caucasians. We are weak in the knees for Arabs. We are weak in the knees for Asians. We are weak in the knees for East Indians. African people globally. This is a global issue. This Pan-Africanist problem. We are still weak in the knees for non-African people. In the same way they took Africa in the beginning is the way they maintain it now. It's the way they take the black communities in America. It's the way they gobble up the Caribbean. It's the way they destroyed Central and South America. It's the way they invade black communities in Canada, in Paris, and throughout England. We still have not matured politically enough to put our humanitarianism in check. If we don't learn how to put our humanitarianism in check, we will never overthrow white supremacy. We don't have to become like them. We do not have to imitate them. I don't ever want to act like my oppressor in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
I don't believe in hurting people, like
Go ahead.
people, genocides, Holocaust. I don't believe in any of that. I think that's like completely dark and heartless, soulless. It's evil. It's demonic.
Absolutely. But we're selling our children out. See, here's the point that I'm trying to get African people to see. We are selling our
children out when we keep on allowing outsiders to come in and exploit us politically, materialistically, economically, financially, in terms of our natural resources. Our African children are not going to have anything to look forward to in another 50 years if we keep on giving it all to the Chinese, the Arabs, and everybody else. And that goes with African countries with the natural resources. That goes with the American Africans and the Canadian Africans and the European Africans with their Christmas shopping and the conspicuous consumption. The problem is the same all over the world. We are still in love with the people who have destroyed our infrastructure. We're still in love with them. We are still in love with them. And the thing about it is, it's not that we're still in love with them. That's the main problem. We don't have a deadline to fall out of love with our oppressor. So, for example, Black women don't have a deadline as to when they're going to stop wearing weaves. They don't have a deadline as to when they're going to stop perming their little girls' hair. Black men don't have a deadline as to when we're going to stop bunny hopping and marrying these white girls and giving all our wealth to these non-African women. We don't have a deadline as to when we're going to start using our money to build our own communities. So Black people are comfortable with their current disposition remaining in place for the rest of eternity. And that's my concern. We don't even put, look, if we said we was going to date snow bunnies for the next 20 years and stop, if Black women said we're going to keep spending $30 billion a year on weaves and perms for the next 10 years, and then we're going to stop, if the gangster rappers said we're going to keep on promoting death, destruction, and misogyny in our music for the next 25 years, and then we're going to stop, I could understand it. But nobody has a due date on their self-hate. Nobody has a due date on their self-hate. And that's the problem with us as African people. We do not have a due date on our self-hate. And that means our children will.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about that a couple times, about like the rich people of the Black world, the African world, not using their wealth to like build banks, schools, hospitals, and important stuff. And I think it goes back to like slavery and colonization of Africa. Like, we're mentally enslaved. We're colonized in the head. Like, say for example, during ancient Africa, we all worked together to build these civilizations, these great kingdoms and empires. But now a lot of people are selfish.
That's
they
right.
Just think of themselves. They don't think about the African world. They don't think about the Black world. They just think about themselves. They don't care about nobody else. Yeah.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. So let me hop off this live. Make sure you reach out to me the middle of next month.
Yeah, nice talking to you. This is my first time talking to you. This is really cool.
No problem, my brother. Yeah. Be safe out there too.
Yep. Bye.
All right, now, one love. I have a very big problem with you American Africans who was on my chat insulting my brother. I was too focused on the conversation to block you dusty ass Negroes. But that's the problem right there. That's the problem, right? I don't do tribalism. I don't do that. Now, I know y'all into this movement and that movement and all this other crap. I'm not into that. I'm into the Pan-Africanist movement. Don't come on my damn live and insult my African brothers and sisters. We all come from the same place, and we all belong to the same race, and we are all in the same state. I said we come from the same place, we belong to the same race, and we are all in the same state. Don't come on my live disrespecting my brothers and sisters. I don't appreciate that. That's why I said the freedom struggle for African people will not be a utopia. The freedom struggle for African people will not be a utopia. We're going to send some of y'all to Coon Rapids, Minnesota. Who wants to raise? We need to start a GoFundMe to raise money to build a private prison for coons in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. Where my Minnesota Africans at? I need y'all to find out how much land can we buy in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. I didn't know we already had a city for coons. I did not know we already had a city in America for coons. The brother confirmed there is a Coon Rapids, Minnesota. We need to get 100 acres and build a large fence. We need to get 100 acres. Who want to help raise money? We need 100 acres of land in Coon Rapids, Minnesota, so we can send all the coons to Coon Rapids, brothers and sisters. We already have a city just We already have a city named in honor of these reactionary degenerates. We already have a city named in honor of these reactionary degenerates.
Hi,
How you doing?
how you doing?
Well, my beautiful
Right
sister,
now,
where
I'm
you
in
based
Delaware,
at?
and I met you when you was over here talking. I'm in
What
Wilmington.
city you at?
I know, and I
So
kept
you
saying,
right
if you
where
don't
I'm
give
at
me your
right
number,
now.
come knock on that door, even though I just worked overnight shift. I want to know, are you doing anything in December for the school? You're not doing nothing yet?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. December,
Okay.
we still going to be getting it ready. As you see, we ain't got the paint, but we want to paint. We want to give it a fresh
Okay,
energy. The
so
walls are in
are
great
you going to make an
condition.
announcement for volunteers to come and help you paint? Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
And the next
Absolutely.
question is,
We absolutely
when are
gonna
you taking resumes?
We've been
And
taking resumes for the past
send them
5 years.
where?
You can send it.
I have it
Take my
already.
number so you can text me. You have it. Text me, and I'm gonna text you the email address. But it's fdresumes@gmail.com.
All right.
fdresumes@gmail.
Yes.
Now, let me ask you a question, Sister Faith. For my
Okay,
Wilmington,
I'm originally
Delaware
from New York,
folks,
though. Okay.
I'm trying to bring my Wilmington, Delaware family into the fold of the different programs we're going to be doing here in the community. But I need some ideas on how to do that. So if you think of any ideas, let me know. I would probably do a private meet and greet just for Wilmington, Delaware residents.
Okay.
Yes. But
yes.
I want constructive people. I want positive people coming in here thinking they're going to run my school.
Yes.
You get that kind of energy, some folks, and I don't mean just Delaware. You get that energy all across the country when it comes, but I want people who are humble, want to work, not come newsy or trying to take over my project, but who sincerely want to help out. I already got the brothers and sisters of Wilmington. They always stop when I'm outside. They pull over, they talk. So I've got nothing but love since I'm in Wilmington. You got a few haters, but that's to be expected wherever you go. You know what I mean? But I would like to know more about
No
that.
problem.
When you get a minute, shoot me a text message so I will know that I spoke to you today. I'll know who you are.
Okay,
and then
not a problem at all.
To you. Also, one other thing. I'm looking for a home to lease in Wilmington.
From the school.
That's not too far from the school. Have ideas, don't put them out on this live, but if you have any ideas or know of homes for lease, I don't want to buy yet because I'm not exactly sure where I want to be permanently. But I need to lease a place, especially for the next year, because normally when I have to be here early in the morning to meet the contractors and get, but hotels a lot of money in Wilmington, Sister Faith, and I'm down the money I'm paying these hotels. I'm lease a house and have a house locally.
Alrighty, not a problem.
Alrighty.
All right,
my
you take
queen.
care and be safe.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right now. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the PayPal. Hold on, I got to let my locksmith in. Woo. How long you been out there? I just got back. Okay. I was about to say I had Vic outside. All right. Oh, the rain stopped a little bit. Yeah, I might be in the car, Vic, if you need me when I'm on the interview. All right. We got to get the school ready, brothers and sisters. North Jersey, I'm going to be in Montclair. Let me tell y'all where I'm going to be at real quick. It's a beautiful day. Whenever the rain comes, that's sowing seeds of a new day, new opportunity. FDMG Academy, this is what we do, brothers and sisters. FDMG Academy, this is what we do, brothers and sisters. FDMG Academy, this is Ifa Tunde Avenue, Dr. Papa Boulevard, Prince of Pan-Africanism Parkway. Where you at,
Hello.
beautiful? How we doing
I'm
there,
in Philly.
princess?
Hi,
Gorgeous.
I'm Nari. I'm in Philly.
What's your
Can you hear me? I'm
name? Your
Nari.
name? Your name? Pleased to meet
I'm
you,
in Philly
Nari.
right now.
Where you based at? Oh, you in Philly? Okay, I'm
Yeah.
Philly guy. I'm Delaware right now. So what's your thoughts on the state of Black Philadelphia right now, Sister Nari?
Well, I'm actually a substitute teacher for charter schools. Yeah, so it's kind of a lot right now, but that's why I was calling, because, you know, working in the field of being like a teacher and working with the kids, you know, it can kind of be, I could see the trauma with the kids, and, you know, for myself, that's why I work with them. That's why I still do this profession. I don't want to be a main teacher. I still want to do substituting. That way I could go to job to job or like change the school up. But I mean, I don't know. Charter schools, I remember you said this in a video, but at first I thought charter schools were like good and stuff. But working there for the past few months, I'm really starting to see the neglection of the schools, and like how these kids, they are just being raised by the phones. You know, they talk about different types of shows, like the Baddie Z show. These kids are in love with that type of stuff. And, you know, again, being a teacher, I can only do but so much, but, you know, that's why I'm in this profession. But the Philly in general, and Wilmington too. I used to work in Wilmington last year, so it's kind of the same, but we definitely need to be there for our babies. So yeah, that's how I'm doing it.
Yes, ma'am. What I want you to do for me, Sister Nari, things. Number one, I want you to send me a resume so you can be a substitute teacher for us here at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. So I need you to send me your resume, and then I want you to text me, because I want to have you in my phone as a substitute teacher. So as we get closer to the school, we can bring you in and interview you, you know, have your clearances done or whatnot, everything check out. You can be one of our substitutes. You know what I mean? So
Yes,
do you have my cell number?
I do.
Okay. Text me and just say, I'm Sister Nari, the substitute teacher you spoke with on your IG today. And I'm also going to text you the email for the resume, which is fdmgresumes@gmail.com. Okay. I think you
Yeah,
all
I got
natural, but you
locks in
got to
right
be
now.
all
I just
natural.
retwisted it last night. So
Okay. Okay. You straight. And you're not buddy
hell
hopping,
no.
right? No white males, no puppies. Okay.
No.
All right. Okay. Powerful, powerful. So thanks for checking in. Don't forget to text me, because you're the first substitute I met who said you would like to stay a substitute. You're the first one, so I want to make sure I have you in my Rolodex.
Thank you. You too.
Okay.
Bye, Dr.
Be safe out there. All right. No problem. It's all about networking. We're going to be having a whole bunch of networking parties. We're going to have First Fridays at FDMG. We're going to have First Fridays at FDMG for all conscious Black professionals. All conscious Black professionals. We're going to have First Fridays at FDMG at the Nat Turner John Jacques Dessalines Gymnasium. This is going to be the place to be. I'm telling you now, you better buy you a house. You better get you a house somewhere in South Jersey, Northern Maryland, South PA, or Delaware, because we're about to pop off. Delaware is about to pop off. This section right here, we taking over the whole conscious movement. It won't be New York City no more. Shout out to my New York family. It won't be Chicago no more. Shout out to my Chicago family. It won't be Atlanta no more. Shout out to my Atlanta family. It's going to be Wilmington, Delaware. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. The first shall be last, and the last. That's right. We're going to build Black Wall Street in the last state to outlaw slavery. That's right. We're going to build Black Wall Street in the last state to outlaw slavery. We're going to build Black Wall Street. The rain is coming. That's the ancestors. Who tapping in? We got 10 minutes, and I got to get on the radio. I will be on WURD 900 AM. Where my queens at?
Good.
Peace
How
and
are
love,
you,
beautiful.
Dr.
How you doing
Umar?
there, sister? All right. I can't
Michigan,
complain. Where you based
Detroit,
at?
the outskirts
What
of
part?
Detroit. Yeah.
Detroit?
I know.
You know I'm
I'm
going to be there on
trying
the
to get to
30th for
see you. I'm
Kwanzaa.
trying to get my mental health together
You
so I
got
can come see
to
you.
Solomon Church. This is the church where Malcolm X gave his
Amen.
famous
Yes,
violent
I
or the
have to be
bullet speech.
there.
Malcolm X gave the violent or
Or
the
the bullet
bullet
speech.
speech.
That is
Detroit,
amazing.
the
I gotta
30th.
see that. I gotta see that.
Yes, indeed. Got to be in the building. What's going on in Detroit
Let me
right now?
see.
Talk to me.
It's
What's
kind of
the
rainy out. I got a little cold. I'm sitting in the basement. And there's a lot going on. It's a war going on in the world. Like, but we talking about Detroit.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I don't know. I stay in my house. Honestly, I do. I stay
I
out the
feel you.
way.
I feel you.
So it's clear
I feel
skies
you.
and a little cloudy, but nothing unusual.
You know, I want to put the second FDMG in Detroit, Michigan. You know, the first one was almost there. You know that. Yes, the first school was going to be in Detroit.
Why?
And you know why it's not there? The
They
reason
sold
it's
my
not
house
there
on Juneteenth,
is
and
because
I started a lot in my house, and that was just I lost my sister in that house. When I first moved in that house, Nipsey
sorry
Hussle
to hear that.
passed in the house, and I just genuinely love him and his movement and everything.
Yeah.
And so I'm still in mourning from a lot of stuff. I lost my dad while I was in that house. I lost my house. That's what's happening in Detroit. That's what's happening in Inkster, Michigan.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Stay positive. Let that negative energy into your body. Don't let that negative energy into your mind or into your body. Remember, we always have the choice to choose positive over negative. Positive and negative energy is not about your circumstances. You cannot be a creature to your circumstance. You have to resist, fight the urge to engage in negative thinking, because once you start engaging in negative thinking, you start attracting negative vibrations into your life. So we have to fight to keep that energy out. You see that? Because once you start going into that low vibration, negative, self-pitying energy, you start attracting those types of circumstances into your life. So we got to learn how to stay positive, even when things are not positive in our lives. It's not easy. It's not easy. So I struggle with it, but we have to do a better job of keeping that positive energy. We have to exist in a bubble of positivity.
So that's what I try to focus on doing that. I try to smoke my weed and listen to a lot of his interviews, because he has a lot of positivity in his messages. And don't he just look like love and light?
Oh, yes, indeed. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. His mother came to my second to the last lecture I did in Los Angeles.
She studied the Orishas. I studied the Orishas. I know a little bit about Oshan. Yes, Oya, Oshan, Shango, Ogun. You remind
Yes, I got the
Ogun.
This is
That's what I was
Ogun
gonna
color.
say. You remind me a lot of him. That's it.
Yes, I'm Ogun. I'm more of a spiritual Ogun, though. You know what I mean? They the more physically dominant type Ogun.
Metaphysics.
I'm more the spiritual. You know what I mean? My thing as a psychologist is to help people improve, their lives, overcome those traumas from childhood, and overcome those emotional blocks that keep them from.
So that's why it's a pleasure to actually be talking to you and talking to somebody, because I go to therapy and everything, but it's like going to therapy is just half the battle. Once your people, like, I don't agree with the medication that they got me on, so I feel like it's attacking my body in the way, like, I can't operate like how I was normally operating without taking the medicine. Like, I have ejections of Abilify in me, and it's really making it hard for me to focus now, because nothing was wrong with me before. My family was throwing me in and out the hospitals and making me get the medicine or whatever, because nobody wanted to talk about the childhood trauma that I was going through. I've been through a lot of stuff as a child and in my adolescent years, so I overcame a lot, but it's still a lot that I don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? That I just still have to.
I feel you on that. And be careful with that weed, sister, because they be putting shit in the weed. So I need you to be
No, I go to the dispensary. We
marijuana.
got a lot of dispensaries around here. I wrote a paper on it. So weed is, I know.
How's it going, man?
I know even in there they can, but that's why I try to stick to what I know.
Right?
Remember, the lady.
I'm sorry, Queen. Yeah.
Remember, she was doing the.
Yes.
I
remember.
Still got your number in my phone.
Yeah, hit me up.
You guys still got the same number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, Queen.
I'm sorry.
Your brother late Tyler
I
Carpenter?
can send you all over everything.
Okay, I just text you. Have him text me.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yep.
Or you just text me. I know. That's why I'm trying to get this ready.
I know, so
yeah.
I help you out to do it.
I got you. I got you.
I
yes, sir.
Kids,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My offer to
yes,
like,
sir.
Here, bro, get some bread.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This,
Yes, sir.
To your cause
I
too,
appreciate
bro.
that, man.
I ran into
We on it.
bro.
We on it. Be
No,
safe out here.
Yep, I will.
No doubt. I got you, Art. One love. One love. One love. Okay, you got the
Oh yeah,
Mickey
no,
Mouse thing. I
this
see you
wig is
right there.
irritating me. I can't take it no more.
I feel weed though, because they be spraying that weed. So
Gotcha.
make sure you be careful. All right, make sure you be careful with that weed. That's going to be one of the ways they're going to try to get us next, is by messing with the weed. Okay, Bill Gates and all them, they messing with the weed now. They say since they don't want to eat the bad food, we're going to give them the
You
bad
can't
weed.
have
It's causing all
shit. This
types
shit
of
is
neurological.
crazy.
It's a lot of artificial weed coming from China. A lot of artificial weed coming from China, and they spraying it with the fake cannabinoids.
Okay,
So
I
make
got
sure you
you.
be careful with that.
All
Okay,
right.
Queen, we're going to build soon. I'm going to see you December 30th, Kwanzaa,
All
King
right,
Solomon
sounds
Church,
good.
6 to 9.
All right.
30th, Saturday.
You as well. Thank
Okay,
you.
Queen, be blessed. No problem. So it's the King Kong. I'm about to jump on this interview. I'm about to jump on this interview. I'm about to jump on this interview. I love you too. Where's Chef Barbie at with my salad? How's it working? You get anyone yet? I ain't get one yet. I'm grabbing it, but it's just not opening it. Okay, okay. So, okay. One, I'm warmed up, but... All right, you might got to go to the next one. You on that first one? Yeah, I'm going to go to the next one. Yeah, because that first one might, probably get some of them ones that's still open. Because remember, 6 to 11. Yep, got it. All right. I accidentally locked myself out the classrooms when they put the glass back on the window. I gotta get on the phone. Divine Melanin 92.
Afternoon, I am Chef Barbie out of Wilmington, Delaware, personal chef to Dr.UMAR. So today is the first day of this Pan-African fasting. So we have some honey garlic broiled lobster with some fresh peppers, some Monterey shredded cheese, onions, cucumbers, eggs, and this is what he will have today for his first day of fasting.
What else you working on? Tell them your other menus you got coming up for folks.
So my Christmas menu is available on my Instagram page at The Real Chef Barbie. It's open until December the 15th. I am offering catering services in the DMV area, Wilmington, and also Philadelphia. Feel free to send me an email, a text message, or a DM if you're interested in having anything catered for the holidays.
Yeah, I heard that, right? If y'all need any catering for the holidays, what's the date? You give them dates?
December the 15th is the last day.
December the 15th is the last date to place an order for the holiday until what date?
December the 15th.
Right, but I'm saying that's not forever. So January 1st, 2nd, when does it open back up after December 15th close?
January the 5th. January the 5th, I'll be accepting new clients on the whole entire East Coast. But from January the 15th until February the 18th, I will be in Las Vegas. I will be in Las Vegas for Super Bowl, so I am available for private services, catering for Super Bowl.
Are you catering at the Super Bowl?
Yes, I am.
Ah. Now, what dressing you got?
We have Catalina, we have French, we have ranch, we have Caesar.
Catalina, what's that?
It's good. It's like really, I like it. It's not.
Where's it at?
It's kind of like sweet. It gives you kind of like.
You made it yourself, or was it in the bottom?
No, I make the Caesar. I make the Caesar.
You made the Caesar.
dressing and I make my ranch. but with this, because it's honey garlic,
What you thinking?
I'm going to give you samples of all of them. But
Okay,
I would say the Catalina because it's sweet. But you can't sample that until later. So
Right, 5:15.
I'm going to give you multiple dressings to try, and then you just figure out which one you want to go with it.
That'll work. That'll work. So what's going to be the next? Because remember now, for the fast, right? I'm not going to do no regular meat, only seafood.
Yes,
so what's going to be the next meal?
We have
What?
black and shrimp. I'm going to do a black and salmon with some sauteed.
What about the lasagna? What about the
So
like a vegan lasagna? Or
no,
talk to me.
A vegetarian lasagna. Vegan cheese.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, vegetarian lasagna. You gonna do a vegetarian lasagna?
You know, vegetarian lasagna. You can do that. We can actually do zucchini spaghetti also.
A zucchini spaghetti.
Zucchini noodles.
My mom might want to try some of that too.
Zucchini noodles.
Hold tight. You ain't make no pies?
No what?
A pie.
Why would I make a pie? I said
So I can eat the pie.
you can't eat anything until 5 o'clock.
That's what I'm saying. But after I eat that
I'm
solid,
making banana pudding. You can take. I'm making a salted caramel banana.
when you gonna make the
pudding.
banana pudding?
I'm making it now.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's not.
Cool. Okay,
You shouldn't
okay.
even be eating dessert. We're supposed to eat healthy.
No, I'm going to eat healthy, but I need the sweets to place. If I can't eat the cheesesteak and the ribs, I need
He
the.
don't need the sweets, right? He don't need the sweets.
What you got to drink?
Of course, I have some I have sparkling water. It's my
Ew,
favorite.
that's
no,
that.
It's not. You have to listen. Like you have to hear me out. So I have this sparkling water, and then of course I have my. Are they talking about me?
No, go ahead.
So my sparkling water is really good, but then I feel like
You made it yourself?
Do I look like I own a whale?
Okay, so you bought this, but the sparkling water is that nasty soda water.
It's not nasty. This is good. Try it.
Open it up. I can drink during the fast.
Right, and this is
It's probably nasty. This is that
it's not
nasty stuff.
Well, wait, let's put it in. Let's give you
Hold
some
on.
because you can't waste my water.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
Wait,
No, that ain't bad.
tea is really good. And they have
It's not as strong as, you know.
right. It's not like club soda. Like that's different. So I'm making fried lobster outside.
She's not the queen. You understand? She's already.
I am not.
She's already taken.
Yes, I am.
Okay? She's already taken. Stop looking.
What he said.
Get your mind in the right place, my brother. Y'all thirsting and lusting. Y'all lusting. This is about satisfying the nutrition of the body. This is about satisfying the nutrition of the body.